All right, everyone, ready to dive in. Today, we are looking at some pretty big stuff happening in the car world. I mean, we're talking potential mergers, like seriously big mergers, massive shakeups. And of course, electric vehicles are going to be a big part of this story, too.
Yeah, the big news that has everyone talking right now is this potential Honda and Nissan merger.
Whoa, okay, hold on. Honda and Nissan, like, together.
It's looking pretty likely.
So we're talking about Japan's second and third largest automakers potentially becoming one mega company.
And if that happens, get this, they could become the world's third biggest automaker.
Yeah.
Like, that's a huge deal. And there are even rumors that another major player could get in on the action.
Wait, who? Spill the beans.
Mitsubishi Motors. They might join the party too.
Wow. Okay, so a potential three-way merger that could reshape the entire auto industry. This is big. But we've got more than just rumors here, right?
Right. We've been digging into some expert commentary, really trying to understand what's going on behind the scenes and what this could all mean.
Awesome. So let's break this down. First things first. Honda and Nissan potentially merging. What's the deal?
Well, what we're hearing is that they're in some pretty serious talks right now. Like, they could be signing a basic agreement very, very soon.
Wow, so this isn't just speculation, it's actually moving forward.
Seems like it. And the idea is that they would form a holding company. It's like this umbrella organization that would oversee both brands.
Okay, so they wouldn't just disappear and become one brand overnight.
Right. It sounds like they would keep their individual brands, but a lot of the behind the scenes stuff, like technology, costs, and especially electric vehicle development, would all be shared.
Makes sense. Joining forces to tackle the challenges of the EV revolution.
Exactly. And this actually isn't totally out of the blue. Honda and Nissan have already been partnering up on some projects lately.
Yeah, like what?
They've been working together on those common software platforms for their electric vehicles, for instance. It's a pretty big deal, shows they're already comfortable working together.
So this merger talk feels like a natural next step then. But why now? Like, what's the urgency?
That's where things get interesting. So, one major factor is that Nissan has been having a tough time.
Yeah, I've heard that.
They saw this massive profit plunge, and part of it's because their sales, especially in the US, have been lagging behind.
That's rough.
It is. And they're having to take some drastic measures, like cutting production and even laying off workers.
Ouch. But you have to wonder if this is all part of a bigger trend. I mean, the electric vehicle market is booming, and traditional car companies are feeling the heat from those EV-focused companies.
100%. Companies like Tesla and China's BYD, they're miles ahead when it comes to EVs.
Yeah, it's like the whole industry is scrambling to catch up.
And that's where the insights from this auto industry expert we've been looking at, Fuka Sensiro, get super interesting. He's been following the industry for decades.
Okay, so what does he think?
Well, first off, he says this Honda-Nissan merger news isn't a total shock. Like, the industry knew something had to give.
Because of the EV pressure.
Exactly. He says the merger just makes sense, especially given all the challenges both companies are facing. But what's surprising is the timing.
Like it's happening sooner than expected.
Right. And that kind of highlights just how urgent the situation is. It's like they can't afford to wait any longer.
Wow. So if this merger does happen, what kind of challenges and opportunities are they looking at?
So Sensiro digs into that too. And he points out that merging two corporate cultures, especially ones as big as Honda and Nissan, is going to be incredibly tough. Like, he actually compared it to mixing oil and water.
Yeesh. Not exactly a recipe for smooth sailing.
No, not really. And restructuring is going to be inevitable. There are going to be some tough decisions ahead, and Sensiro emphasizes that they'll need to prioritize ruthlessly, focus on what really matters, and cut everything else.
So streamlining for the future. But what about their reputation for quality?
That's another huge thing. Sensiro says that maintaining that reputation for those high-quality Japanese products is going to be absolutely key. Like, they can't afford to compromise on that.
It's like they're trying to build a brand new car while racing down the highway at 100 miles an hour.
It's a pretty intense balancing act, for sure.
But even if they pull this off, is bigger, really better in this new world of cars. I mean, look at Tesla. They're not the biggest by a long shot, but they're leading the pack when it comes to innovation.
That's a great point. The auto industry is changing so fast, it's almost becoming more of a digital industry now.
Meaning?
It's not just about building cars anymore, it's about software, autonomous driving, using data to design cars, the whole shebang.
So it's not just about size, it's about being smart and adaptable.
Exactly.
So what should we be watching for as this whole Honda-Nissan thing plays out?
Well, San Siro predicts that we'll probably get a formal announcement about the merger very soon, maybe even in the next few weeks.
Okay, so things could move really fast.
Right. And then it'll be all about how they actually pull off this integration. It'll be fascinating to see how they handle the challenges and position themselves for this new electric digital future.
So for everyone listening, this isn't just some business deal happening in a boardroom somewhere. This could have a huge impact on the cars you drive in the future.
Absolutely.
Think about the car you have now or the car you want in a few years. This merger and everything that's happening in the auto industry could change everything.
It's like we're at this pivotal moment.
So are we ready for a future where electric and digital vehicles are the norm? And who do you think will be the big winners in this new world? It's something to think about.
Definitely a lot to ponder.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the crazy, exciting world of cars. We'll keep you updated as this story unfolds.
And make sure to check back for more deep dives on all sorts of fascinating topics.
Until next time.
See you then.
Please like this video and subscribe to our channel. For more detail you can visit our blog website www.evergreentechtips.com.